What's up, guys? My name is NoobKiller3579, and I'm joined by Roberto, and we are back for another episode of the Deep Playtrough Podcast. This time, I think we'll do a better job.
Finally.
Standing, and talking about what we want and focusing less on the game and more about deep stuff. Roberto's been reading a really cool book.
It's called The Next 100 Years. It's by some guy, which I'm Googling right now. And so the story has to do with his predictions. He's like a historian or something like that. And he basically is sort of, it sounds a bit crazy at first, he's predicting what's going to happen in the next 100 years, but it's more of an informed guess. And he's basically telling you a lot about history throughout the book and about the situation in the world. This was written in 2009, so it's like he already predicted some things that would happen. And he, of course, states how it's like the farther in the future you go, the less likely, like the less exact it'll be. But the story is basically separated into like quite a few chapters. I've been reading it for like 3 days now, not really consistently, and it's really interesting if you guys want to check it out. There is, let's see how many chapters. Jesus Christ. About 12. Yeah.
Well, we were discussing a little bit in school and talking about it at lunch and whatnot, and it was really interesting to see like he got a lot of things right, like the war on terror.
The war on terror.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how things like Vietnam, Kosovo, and ISIS always seem big deal for various reasons, especially to the U.S., but for the U.S., once these things pass, after a while, it's almost nothing because of its like how powerful it is. But for the country in which it was in like a war, like Kosovo or the people in Syria, it's going to be a big deal for a lot of their history. For the U.S., things like Vietnam, they're already starting to fade away. Things like the war with Spain, that's not even, people don't even know about that barely. So it's basically talking about how basically people make too big of deals and everything.
Yeah, and this kind of we can see that on like a lot of different stuff, not only like geopolitical stuff, but also like diseases. Yeah. When Ebola happened, everyone was like, "Holy shit, Ebola's gonna end the world!" But then nothing really happened. I mean, a lot of people died in Africa, but.
Yeah. It wasn't even a lot compared to like other diseases.
And now there's Zika, and people are kind of freaking out about that too. We're in here in Brazil, and we're fine. And we're not dead.
And we're guys, so we're not very...
Yeah, that's true too, but... I mean,
Zika at least is like, it warms my heart. People aren't gonna die. The people who are like voting and who are talking about it, nothing's gonna happen to them. Zika's not really deadly to grown-ups. They're really worried about the children who they don't even know, and that's really like heartwarming.
Yeah, that's true. But what I'm trying to say is that people are way too like panic easy.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's terrible to be like that.
Yeah.
If nobody cared, then I guess disease would just go everywhere.
And there's something that bothers me too. Like we see those. Wait, what is this?
Seek nothing else from you.
Okay, yeah, sure, man. We see like when terror. I think he wants to be friends.
Yay! Oh, he's smiley face green.
Yeah, Marco, man. Yeah, I think I already had a trade agreement with something like that.
Trade. Okay, so is this area that's? Oh yeah, last episode we got our asses handed to us, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, good. I was saying, something that bothers me is like when terrorists attack. I'm not saying that terrorists, you shouldn't feel bad for terrorist attacks and stuff like that, but when it happens, everyone's like, oh my god, this is so bad, human lives are so precious. But here in Brazil, we have something called bala perdida. In the favelas, There's a...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get it. But in the favelas, there's shots fired almost every day. And almost every day, people die because of these balas perdidas, which is like lost
bullets.
Lost bullets, yeah, exactly. That's the translation. And nobody makes a big deal out of it. They think it's normal. But then, like...
it's like you're not even getting shot by somebody who hates you.
Yeah. There's like some... What I don't like is that these lives... It's, how can I word this without sounding way too edgy? These lives almost don't have the same value as these others lives that the people talk about in like terrorist attacks and something like that. And that really bothers me. Human life, there's no value to that. You shouldn't really make a big deal out of this and not of that, because it's the same.
It's the same value everywhere. But and exactly, there's people in Africa dying a lot. And then all of a sudden we have the Belgium attack, and everybody's making such a big deal, there's a Facebook thing where they color their Facebook thing. I never did that. I don't really go on Facebook, but it's because I knew it's gonna pass over, and it did. It did. Nobody's talking about France now. France is talking about what happened, but with a much lighter tone to things.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you shouldn't care about terrorist attacks. Of course you should care. It's
about
horrible.
All attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
And even bullets falling from the sky.
Yeah, exactly. And oh shit, I forgot my train of thought.
Like, people are gonna stop if Zika keeps going on, just not increasing, just staying the same as it is. People are gonna stop caring, even no matter if it's still babies dying. If it goes on long enough, our memories as a society are not very long term. Dang, wait, hold up. The Vandals are like a lot, or we're way more powerful than they are.
No. They're a lot more powerful than us.
What the fuck? Than us?
Yeah.
But they're like
they're hordes, man.
And
they have no regions. They just like have multiple armies. They just have multiple armies, and they just roam around the
destroying, setting up.
Yeah.
ISIS right there. Well, no, ISIS is an established territory.
But let's go back to the book.
As I was talking about it, when it says like people in America, especially, we don't care about the wars we're in afterwards, as long as it's been done. And it's because he sets it up in like three stages of society development. The first one is barbarian, which it's not really meant to be offensive to anybody. It's basically when a new global or regional power emerges, it keeps thinking, oh, it's better, its ideals, its beliefs, these are the better ones. And you'll find this, it doesn't matter what political group it is, Republican, Democrat, or Independent, they all think their idea is undoubtedly better, and they want to enforce it through the world. And so you have Hillary Clinton against gun rights. It's not going to stop at the U.S. because she believes it's better for the world. And then people who are pro-gun rights are going to try to enforce this, not necessarily on other countries, but they're not going to take other countries' shit. And like, if England tells them, get rid of your guns, they're not going to care. So it's like, that's the U.S.'s phase right now, and it will be for a while. At least the book says it is. And in this period, when another country like even fellow allies like Germany are telling us, oh, war in Iraq, something like that it's wrong, even the ones who are against it in the U.S. aren't going to take into consideration that much what other countries are saying. And then there's the second phase, which is civilization. And this phase is like England or other empires at their height, which is, they're still believing they're better, but they're going to start thinking that there's a possibility that they're wrong, and they're going to take other people's opinions for sure. And this basically makes like a bit more sense, at least to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah. That makes a little. I'm sorry, I wasn't really paying that much attention.
It's a long story, but what do you think? Like, should you be more strong on your own opinion? Like, I'm very strongly towards my own opinion, but I always like seeing other people's ideas. Like, I always ask you guys homework, even questions, even if I'm sure it's just to make.
I mean, I'm usually, people say that, I think for both of us, that we really have strong opinions, and that sometimes sets people like, they don't like us that much.
Oh,
because
no, for sure. Like, me not wearing a red shirt today got some people really angry just because I'm not rich enough to wear a red shirt, and I just wouldn't buy a new one for one day. And, like, for me, I don't care. But for them, it's a big deal. And, like, I think it goes both ways. People who really try to enforce what they believe, I think they also are like us too. Like especially the ones who would, especially like Jot's in our class does not like it when I don't do anything in PE. Understandable, but I bet he wouldn't like it if I told him to do nothing in PE instead of working. Which I try not to, because I understand how I'm like the minority here. But everybody's got pretty strong opinions, at least in one area.
Yeah.
But I think for some people, they're really, really firm on their belief for a lot of areas, like you or me.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Now, and then there's the last phase in the sort of evolution of a nation or an empire, and I keep forgetting the name because I don't know why, but it's like its opinion no longer matters to itself. It's more about, it cares about what the rest of the world thinks, and it's saying that's post-imperial Europe, and that's pretty true. Like they have opinions, but if the rest of the world's telling them not to do something, especially if America and like all their European powers are telling Britain to not do something, it's gonna listen. Not because it thinks it's wrong, but it doesn't really have a strong reason to believe it's right anymore. And this is mostly because it's fallen from its glory, sort of.
And well, people like me, my mother is French, so we go to Europe a lot, and we've traveled to Europe multiple times. And people say, "Dude, stop that! You should be proud of your country," something like that. You should travel to Brazil and stuff like that. And it's not that I don't like Brazil, but I think Brazil is a young country, so there are a lot of things that are not really good in Brazil. And Europe like 1,000 years ago, I'm not saying it's the same because it was different time and something like that, but the civilization was not that developed as it is today, and it's more or less like us, Brazil or Africa or stuff like that. But Europe has had a lot of time to develop a civilization and create a really good culture, a culture of respect and stuff like that. So that's why when people ask me, would you rather live in Brazil or in Europe? I'll 100% of the time say in Europe, because the institutions, holy shit, in Europe are stronger. In Brazil we have a lot of corruption. You that watch the news probably know about that. There's been a really big crisis because of that. And so the laws don't work as much and stuff like that. There's like this, what I talked about, the favela, where there's violence pretty much every day. And so the civilization has had more time to develop in Europe. So in my opinion, that's better. It has become better than these newer civilizations, like us, like here in Brazil. But there's also the case of the United States. It's a new civilization. Yeah, it's a new country.
I'm gonna lead on from this.
Okay.
Just finish up what you're saying.
It's a new civilization, and they've managed to build. I mean, they're not really known for being a very good country towards foreign policy, but their institutions and their civilizations have really developed instead of comparing to ours here in Brazil and in like South America and Africa.
And the weird thing is, it's not even like countries who get a head start. Like, the train's already been developed. Countries in Africa don't need to wait for that to happen in their own time. But this also has a negative effect, really. like guns in Africa, they never really developed it. They got it all of a sudden, and they started killing people with it without developing like a stand of like more safety towards it. And other things have like in countries, you know how antibiotics work, right? Like they just basically fight diseases, but and they actually only should be used, if you guys don't know, for like infections. And people are using them in Honduras. This is like known for every disease, and yeah, it'll help. But the problem is, it's creating a series of bacteria that are really resistant to antibacterials, I forgot the name. Just let's say antibiotics in general. And stronger ones have to be created, but eventually it's like gonna run out. And in places, I'll say Honduras again, you can get it no matter what. You can just go and buy them for any reason at the pharmacy. I don't know, how is it in Brazil?
Yeah, I think you can.
It's a bit less
now,
so.
I'm not.
My dad said it's like.
I'm not really sure now, but I think you can go and buy them like no matter what, too. But I'm not. I
think it must be a bit harder.
This.
But in places like the U.S. and Europe, it's getting harder and harder to buy them because there's a really big health risk, and that's a problem. People got this technology without really developing it with their own knowledge, so it's becoming more of an issue.
What the fuck? Oh,
We need the glory of battle.
no.
Wait, they want you to pay them so you can join a. Oh, they're gonna join a war against somebody.
Yeah, but
Who
I
is
don't
it?
really want that. I want a trade agreement because I'm running out of money. Fine. Now
So
that they're
joining a
more.
war- Wait, they're joining a war against
Okay,
what?
yeah. Next turn, I can ask them.
What are they joining a war against, though?
Against the Romans.
They weren't against the Romans.
No.
The hell? Everybody's against the Romans.
The gods will have me listen to you.
Okay, so another thing, you said the U.S. has a large. It's largely well known for bad foreign policy, and the thing is, the book talks about it. The all-knowing book. It speaks of great wisdom. Okay, so it says that certain countries, depending on how vulnerable they are and how influential they are through mostly just raw power, have different areas of freedom, have a larger, what's it called? Larger range of options for foreign policy. And this basically has to do, like, say a country like Honduras, it's both vulnerable from the U.S. and probably even Mexico, and heck, even Venezuela. And it doesn't have the power to influence many other nations near it, far away, anywhere. So it has very limited options on foreign policy. It can't just declare war on Germany for no reason. It's gonna get screwed. And it also has to listen and say, again, Germany, it's so far away, it can still tell it, you have to get into this trade agreement with us. Honduras just has to listen or face really severe consequences, not just war, but maybe sanctions. But other countries, especially the U.S. in the current world situation, the reason they have such known for their foreign policy like that is because they can do whatever they want. Not just, they'll have like consequences of people are going to tell them, oh, that was not very good. That's it. You're not declaring war on the U.S. anytime soon. And so it can go into Iraq, into Afghanistan with very minimal consequences because no other country can tell it back off, and it has the power to do all of that. So then, do you get it? Why? It's not justifying, but it's giving the reason why the U.S. of all countries is doing this. Also, another reason the U.S. seems to be failing a lot recently in like a lot of wars, Vietnam, the Middle East, places like that. It's because there's a sort of a grand plan that everybody, politician and citizens alike in the U.S. follow, which is not because it's like a secret conspiracy against the world, but it's because they know, even for their goals, they're going to have to execute this. And one of the main things that they're trying to execute is stopping other world powers from emerging and taking the place of the U.S. because the U.S. has quite a lot of consumption per capita compared to like the rest of the world in total. And it's so big too that this situation that it's in, it can only be sustained really if it's the dominant power. If it's second place to anybody, which it's really gonna not be for a while, it'll have trouble, not just in like the politicians having their money or corruption or anything, but in the people themselves. They could lose like their ability. Like if you're in the U.S. and everybody votes to have a war with the country, the U.S. can do that. If the U.S. is the weaker power, it can't do that anymore. It'll basically, its democracy is sort of undermined by another country's will.
God
what happened?
damn it, they're not accepting my trade offers. Come on, Franks. Frank!
We were going to invade the Franks at
yeah,
first.
yeah, no.
Do we have the second city of here?
Yeah, I captured it back. This one, you mean?
Yeah.
I captured it
Did
back.
you capture it?
The Vandals just attacked it, raided it, and left.
Okay.
And so it was really easy to capture it back. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do, because I've created a lot. I have an alliance with these guys. I have an alliance with these guys. With these guys, I don't think I have an alliance, but I'm friendly with them. And with these guys, I don't even have borders with them, so it's fine. So I'm kind of going to forget this region and just like let it develop.
Leave an army.
Yeah, leave an army, let it develop, and just focus. Yes, and just focus on conquering Britain, because that's what the Saxons really did in real life.
And that's they're supposed to do.
Yeah. I don't even know what are the objectives. Chapter objectives: survive until the following day. Okay, Jesus. There are different chapters.
Oh, what's the last one?
This is gonna be a long one.
I want to know the last one.
No, that's just a bonus objective.
Oh,
this
okay.
one?
Yeah.
Hold the following settlement. Where is that? Oh, where do you think I'm gonna... It's far away, man. You think I'm gonna go there?
We're gonna hold everything. Everything.
We just checked the time. Yeah.
Alright, and so this grand plan that basically of the U.S. of preventing any world power from emerging, or even regional, undermining the U.S.'s position anywhere, it's basically more of a game of setting either two options. Setting that nation against another one. So example, China and Japan. One is friendly, the other one's basically just is only friendly because it depends on the U.S. But they differ in ideals very much. And China is posing a threat economically, and just because of its increasing in nationalism. And Japan is obviously a big economy and it's very developed. And instead of going to full-out war, which the U.S. undoubtedly could probably win against either of them singularly, and that wouldn't really, it would be bad in many ways, I'm sure you can think of. So the U.S. has really strategies it has. It poses these two countries against each other. The reason that the China isn't really focusing on fighting the U.S. economically that much is because, have you seen the situations in the South China Sea?
Yeah.
The U.S., maybe not directly, but through its influence with those nations, and especially with Japan.
Just explain it to the
Okay, so
people don't get
the South
lost.
China Sea, if you're an uneducated person.
Jesus, man.
Okay, so China is claiming a lot of territory in the South China Sea, a lot of ocean, and if you see, it's a lot that they're talking about. Like, they're going up straight up to the borders of some of the nations there. And obviously sometimes these territories overlap, and there's issues there. China always says it's the other guy trying to shoot down calm fishing boats, and then the other guys say China's bringing in destroyers. And you can see how it is. You know, China obviously is the bigger power here, and it's trying to at least keep on to what it ridiculously, may I say, claims to have. It's making fake islands, like artificial islands, floating islands, and calling this territory. Now this is now going to get banned in China. The video. So sorry. But the U.S. has to basically, it's not necessarily creating the situation, but definitely taking advantage of it. All these other big nations, they want to grow too. They want to grow, especially the sort of end goal is against the U.S. Like rise and, have some sort of regional power. But they can't really do that against China. So instead of having China separately going against the U.S. And competing, and then all these Asian countries, Southeastern Asian countries going against the U.S. separately, they're having both of them face each other, along with like Japan and South Korea and Taiwan. They're all sort of facing against China, and it might not build into a war, but it's definitely going to stop them from developing against the U.S. or having any mindset against the U.S.
They want a peace treaty, yeah. I was at war. Jesus, they're at war with a lot of people. Jesus Christ. Alright, fine.
Are people going to start hating you?
What?
Are people going to start hating you?
Why?
For being friends with an enemy? Or is it not like
I don't really know I went into a war with them. I saved last.
Foreign policy. I don't even know.
They maybe had some oil. I don't know.
They
had WMDs.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Iraq provides the U.S. with less oil than almost every other country, and it has a lot of oil. So it's not like the U.S. Iraq can't provide that much. It provides less than 3% of oil to the U.S. And it's oil that the U.S. could easily get from other nations. Like, much friendlier nations especially. But, see, because here's the thing. Just like China and Eastern Asia facing against each other so that they don't face against the U.S., when Osama bin Laden declared he wanted a unified Islamic world to rise up, a caliphate, against the U.S., the U.S. couldn't support this at all. So their plan was create not a Islamic world that's strong and that fights terrorism, or an Islamic world that's pro-U.S. completely. Sure, that would have been great, but that takes up resources. So the U.S. wanted to create.
Just a moment. There's like an empire here. I think that's gonna be the main goal. I thought about
Britain?
I thought about attacking this.
That's where
the Picts.
Yeah, but wouldn't this? Oh no, the London is like in between both empires, right? Because it's on the river.
Yeah, I don't really know where London is here.
Oh god,
I don't know about.
Now we're the uneducated ones.
I don't know about British. About British
rugby
geography. So yeah. But I think I'm gonna attack them because I don't really know where they came from. You know about the Roman Empire? So when the Roman Empire kind of was falling apart, did they form like a kingdom here in Britain? Because the names here, the name is Latin.
A separate kingdom?
Yeah, here in Britain.
No, the Romans themselves they retreated. They were defeated by groups there. But I think they left some people there, obviously, just like England left English people in Australia and New Zealand and places like that. But I'm not sure. If you know in the comments, like write it down. But I'm stumped there. They left the area. They're not in control of they're gonna lose control of England. That's what at least happens in our timeline. But I'm thinking because English ends up getting quite a bit of Latin in it. If you've ever studied English,
that's true.
That they might have left a lot of people there.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna attack these.
Wait, check the allegiance of these.
Who,
people.
these?
The British.
Okay, yeah. They don't have allegiance with anyone. They don't have any enemies.
They don't have any. They're probably not left over by.
Yeah, but that's weird because it has a very Latin name, and I don't know.
Okay, if they have I'd say the people of that area are now Roman-fied. But definitely no allegiance. Why does it matter though?
Because I didn't think there was gonna be like a power here.
How
but
powerful is
that's
it?
actually easier for me because in this game, I noticed this a lot. In this game, you're not really fighting empires. You're just fighting minor groups that have a strong army in just like 1 or 2 regions. So they're really hard to capture. On the previous games, like Empire Total War and stuff like that.
What is Empire Total War?
It's like the 18th century, more or less, 18th and 17th century.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's a 7 Years' War, there's a French and Indian War, there's the American Revolution, there's the French Revolution.
Do you have to participate in all the wars historically, or can you avoid some?
You can do different campaigns depending on the historical timeline.
Alright.
It's one of my favorites. My favorite is Napoleon Total War, hands down. I love Napoleon and I love that time period.
You're French.
Yeah, that's not really why.
Yeah,
But as I was saying, in these games you were fighting big empires,
and you conquered
so they
a lot
had
of land.
so they had a lot of different multiple regions, and they couldn't really enforce. They didn't really have big armies in those regions.
In every single region.
Yeah, so it was easy for you to conquer. These ones are not, because they have like...
As soon as you conquer one, another small territory comes in.
Yeah, exactly. And they have like, they're minor civilizations. They have like 1 or 2 regions. So they have a strong army for just 1 and 2 regions. So it's a lot harder to conquer in this game. Because in the start of the game, in those games, I would have already like had 5 or 6 different regions in the time we are now. But yeah.
Now I'm seeing the map in the left down in the right down corner. What's the biggest area? You're talking about big areas to conquer quickly. Which is an area that's mostly like unified?
Here probably like Italy, Rome.
Oh,
the Roman Empire I can't really see because of the fog of war, but the Roman Empire has pretty much all this land.
So you take that down?
Yeah.
We should probably focus more on digging into its territory and getting to the capital then. If we can.
No,
the capital will make a difference.
I don't really want to go here because I have to pass through these friendly groups here. There's the Vandals, there's the Huns that's coming in. I think if we capture the Huns, the Huns solo, like
Civic.
Fuck.
The civics.
If I capture if I gain control of Britain, it's easier for me to defend it because it's an island.
Yeah.
And
you have basically an empire of Britain and Germany. Right now.
Yeah. But let's go back. I kind of interrupted you.
So the U.S.'s plan, if you really study it, it's not directly this, but it's used the minimal troops to make the world not try to go against the U.S. And it works most of the time. And especially in cases like the Middle East, it's not about making everybody your friend, as I said. It's about basically providing chaos there, and people don't trust each other. Nations are against each other there, and that's going to prevent any unified Islamic world from emerging. Not to say that not one of those nations could emerge as a regional power, as the book says, but that together they won't just unify all of a sudden. Iran's not going to unify with Saudi Arabia, stuff like that. It's not happening. So it's really interesting, and specifically the U.S. tries to not use that many forces either. It seems like the U.S. went to Iraq with too few forces. They're not staying there.
Motherfucker. Continue.
Yeah, they're not going to stay there any longer and have real power. But that's not really the goal. The U.S. It doesn't really explain the book that well, but I'll try to explain it. It's trying to use obviously minimal force and sort of countering the terrorism by creating a situation in which terrorists can't establish a government because everybody's against them, and these countries that are against them are also against each other. So Iran, countries like that, even if you think they support terrorism, they fight at least one form of terrorism or another. And they're basically going to start. You're creating an ideal situation for the U.S. to maintain regional control. Because even if a lot of countries are against it in the Middle East, which they are, like Iran, Iraq, Syria, these countries are still going to be completely influenced by the U.S. in foreign policy, because the U.S. is the only one there who has the power to do that. Like, Iran still hates the U.S., but Iran isn't powerful enough to counter like a trade embargo or something like that. So you see how foreign policy sort of works for the U.S.?
Yeah.
It's pretty, as Alan in our class said, it's a pretty intelligent like way of doing it, where it's like the U.S. can still follow all its foreign policy ideas, and it can do it really cheaply. The U.S. has a huge army. It's staying at 1 million just because 1 million's a cool number, but the U.S. has gone up to 12 million before.
12 million what? Sorry.
12 million soldiers.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't need to. It doesn't even need 1 million. It's sending like 50,000 at a time. Because it can. It's just disturbing. And it's still not even getting that many losses. Also, it talks about China. You know, a lot of people think that China's going to be like the next world superpower. Like, by far, that's
Greenland. Greenland's going to be the next world superpower.
Like, not saying that more people think that China's more powerful, but they definitely think China's exceeding. But a really similar case happened with Japan. You know when Japan's economy grew in like the 80s?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
A lot? Well, there's a really nice description for this. When you are owning a business, similarly to a nation, and I'll stop and we can focus on the battle if you're going to have a battle.
Yeah, we're probably going to.
But when you're having like a business, you can increase your GDP. How much money is coming in, how much trade is happening by lowering your prices. China is doing that, and Japan did that. And by lowering the prices, a lot of money is going to flow into your business, and it's going to seem like you're rich for a while. And sure, there's going to be debt that you can be paying off, but as you lower prices more in order to pay off more debt, eventually it's going to stop working. The debt is going to be way too high, and your entire economic system is going to break down. You're going to go bankrupt. You're going to have to sell. This happened to Japan, and in a pretty well-handled way, I might say, because when they started selling things really cheaply, there's a complicated system of how loans had to be very low interest if you were a Japanese citizen, something like that, and the banks had to do this. So it was loans that were way too cheap, but they were only cheap artificially. So it wasn't working well with the economic system, and eventually Japan's growth stopped. But if you look at it, Americans actually, and Europeans too, stopped like believing Japan was like this thing that's going to overtake the U.S. Like 3 years after it actually collapsed.
Fuck, they have a lot more people.
Oh, damn, really?
Yeah, there's 2 armies.
2 armies, but we got one that's full.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, but look, their forces predicted strength. And your enemy.
Should have sent her out.
Okay, I am going to try this, but I will say first.
And please, if we fail, like terribly, we just jump back in time.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. These are noobs playing, so if you don't like it, deal with it. All right.
Man, so basically, as I just want to finish up what I was talking about. Same thing's happening in China. Everything's cheap. What? Oh, hold up. Isn't that the Romans?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's called Britain.
Maybe it's their colony?
I don't know, yeah. Google it. You have a computer right there. Google it.
Alright, so I just want to finish up. And China's doing a very similar tactic. And he predicted that Chinese economy would not just slow down, but it would have some hiccups before it finally goes into a recession, or at least really slows down. And it really did happen. First of all, the stock market crashed last summer.
Yeah.
I think it was, and their growth. So they failed to meet their own mark, which is 7%, which is a bit hilarious because they make up all their numbers of most of their GDP growth and make it bigger than what it really is. Most people agree. And they still managed to fail their number, which is a sign. They're telling the world and their own investors, yeah, maybe it's not as super safe of an investment anymore. And they did, instead of 7%, they said, wow, we failed at 6.9%, which is freaking high. But it's still a lot lower than their 12% that they had like a few years ago. And a lot of people, in some British thing I was reading, there's some leading in Chinese, like people who study Chinese economics, in order to provide better, like better information, like less biased information. They say that the Chinese economy has grown only by 4.5 last year, which is a lot lower than what they said, and definitely a lot lower than what they'd like. And it's pretty much a sign. Chinese economy is not built on something reliable. It's not as robust as the U.S. economic system. It's growing a lot. But the foolish thing that people always think in history is what's happening now is going to continue to happen forever, which it's not. You would have asked somebody in 1950 if, like, Japan or Germany would have been really big economies, like the third and the fourth in the year 2015. They would have definitely said no. They would have thought it would have been getting even worse. But that's really not the case with history. And when something's lasting like this long, especially for China, it's going to end soon. And when the first signs start to come in that it's ending, it's not a little like anomaly. It's really sort of the beginning of the end for this huge growth of China. So yeah, you understand sort of like the Chinese situation?
Yeah, I get it. Okay, I need to take the city quickly. When their when their reinforcements arrive, I'll have the city.
So all you need is a censor.
Yeah, and there's really nobody there, so that's good. I'm going to back rage them here.
Genius. Mateus Bonaparte.
But I'm getting my ass handed to me here.
It's unnecessary. Well, no, not necessary. But look, we've already overtaken them at the top. If the viewers want to see the very top, where it shows how much time is left.
Oh, yeah.
We've overtaken them already.
More or less, yeah. Come on, quickly.
They're not even turning around. They're really idiots. Well, to be fair, you could see this from a top-down perspective. They can't.
Yeah.
Well, they're a computer.
Yeah, they're a computer.
They're not seeing it from anything.
Yeah, but now they're coming. I need to really build like a strong position here.
Wait, what if you just take it though? Right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, the reinforcements are here?
Okay, yeah, maybe no, forget. You can come back here. It's fine, you don't need to take that down. I am capturing this though. I don't know how long it will take. I can get this. Oh god.
We are military geniuses. No one compares to our intellect.
Jesus.
Right now, Britain. Next, the world.
Yes. This is the 0.5 high. Because it's in Germany. So
we did what even Hitler couldn't do.
Okay, I think I'm mostly gonna lose here.
What if you just run with them? Just run them even farther away from the city. Or run them in. No, not into the city.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to sacrifice these units for the city to be captured. Wait, I captured the city?
No.
And I still didn't. Whoa, what? When you capture the city, you win, don't you? What the fuck? It was like that in previous games. Ah, that's bullshit.
What if you have to destroy the guard towers or something?
Nah, I don't think. Oh, what the fuck, man? I thought I was gonna get an easy win like that.
Oh!
God. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go into the offensive then.
You can stab them in the back right there. Look
Let
at
me
them.
just
the rock throwers.
fall back with these. The men are broken running from the lights. Shit.
Good, they should be. Our general has fallen.
Oh fuck! That's not good. It's not good at all. Just run! You can do this! I need to block off.
I'm gonna Google this.
Shit. Okay, yeah, I probably took the wrong strategy. I thought I was going to win by capturing this. But this really is Roman, like, there's like a... I don't know. You didn't Google it.
I was Googling it, but now I'm Googling how to defeat them, you know, I'm trying to help.
And everyone's conversion, these... Just toggle, yeah, you're gonna be running like... Okay, shit, man, it's not good.
How many forces have we lost?
Not that much, actually, but it's
okay,
half and half.
You should probably be taking the
what?
Be taking the guard towers just in case.
Capture point. What? Destroyed? I don't want to destroy them, just capture it, but what the fuck?
There's another one right there.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. Right, so it's saying capture point. Held by the faction controller gets a battlefield-wide morale bonus. Ah, fuck. That's not what I wanted. Just stop killing my archers. Leave them alone. Just come here to these choke points. Bad thing is I lost most of the archers. Wait, where are the other ones? Ah, they're here. I'm gonna keep them like here.
Yeah, we basically figured it out. I'm gonna check the British thing.
Oh, god damn it. Come on, you can do this. They're just a couple of horse. Just some horses.
What are you doing?
The archers are fine. They can't really run, yeah. And they're wrong. Great. Still,
but now all those troops are far away. We can prepare over here.
Yeah, I'm
just
just like
the second guard tower.
No, I'm just like making like these choke points. They'll come through here and through here, and I kind of have them like where I want them, kind of. Oh, there's a barricade here. Oh, cool. Didn't see that. Oh, I'm gonna put my units behind here then. I need to like. They might come through here.
You said they had reinforcements coming in.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, they had a second army. I don't know where it is.
Oh, no, that's okay.
I'm gonna put my units back where they were here. So I'll defend through here and through here. Okay.
Let's hope the second army doesn't start.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm kind of...
They're gonna come in like...
Yeah, but they are Romans. Look, man. I don't know. Did you Google it?
Yeah, I'm Googling it.
Google it. God. Okay, the horses are coming in. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, archers? God damn it.
Wait, what are they doing?
Why am I? No, that's not what I asked you to do. No. What the fuck? It's definitely not what I asked you to do.
Jesus. Oh, now the horses are coming in.
God damn it. No, but I think I can handle some horses. My archers are raining fire on them. That's good. No, you can fight these horses too. Are you serious? You're losing to these horses? Go back, you can win this. Oh, what the fuck, man? I destroyed.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I'm losing to these goddamn horses. Come on. You overmanned them, you overpowered them, you over everything them, and you're losing. Oh, let's see this volley.
What is that?
Arrow volley, and it didn't kill anyone. Oh, now it did.
Oh, damn. And they're all like moving around now.
Yeah. Pikes are gonna destroy them. Cavalry against pikes is... Come on, faster! What are you doing?
Oh god, what are those fire arrows coming from?
From the tower? Holy shit! Get back here then. Come on, what are you doing? Destroy the horses. Okay, yeah, good. I took down the... Destroy the horses.
Enemy general is dead. Yes.
Good.
But they rallied
Good.
their units just before that.
Okay, let's make it through there.
Oh, we're losing our lead at the top.
Yeah.
We're gaining significant ground. I think we have
Okay. Okay. No. 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 God, I'm gonna lose these units. Fuck me. Okay, fine. I just have to get these.
The horses are dead?
Pretty much, yeah. The archers are the MVPs of these matches, man. Jeez. Okay, maybe if I break their forces here, probably not gonna happen, but okay, yeah, not gonna happen, definitely not. No, the archers need to fire there, not... Oh, this is gonna be juicy. Oh, they have shields now.
Oh, who's routing?
I don't know. Oh, they're trying to flank.
No, but here.
Here? They're routing. Enemy
guys,
troops,
bad guys?
yeah. What the fuck is this tower, man?
What should we do in the city?
What?
What should the city be named?
I don't know. Probably already has a name. Oh shit.
Oh, what the hell? These guys were running away just to sneak them.
Oh, they weren't running away, dude. They were flanking. Where? Fuck me. Okay, you focus on these dudes now.
Oh, where's our arrow dudes? Oh, I see. I think a good tactic would
I
be...
think I'm gonna lose this. It wasn't really the smartest tactic here. Okay, no, you need to kill these dudes. Okay, actually I am routing the troops here. If I hold this checkpoint...
You still have a lot of troops inside the city, remember?
Yeah, if I hold these checkpoints, I will win the battle.
And especially if the second army never comes in, which...
Okay, yeah, good.
Praise God that they do not come.
Okay, yeah. These are routing. You focus all... No, just you.
You should have suicide bomber troops.
Okay, they routed. Good. They're all routing. This is good. This is good.
Maybe send some dogs after you. Oh, we're winning by a lot now.
Yeah. They just really had a... Their morale just got wrecked. One of their units have used all... Yeah, okay, that's understandable. The archers probably.
And the sword people?
No, they don't have... Okay, yes! We beat them.
Victory.
I'm not even going to continue it. I don't have horses. My troops have done enough. Ooh, that was...
Come on, man, high five.
Yeah, I made a bad mistake going for the center like that. Lost half of my army. That was not good. But...
Well, didn't they run away?
What? No. Yeah, I mean, some of them did. Not
oh god,
much.
yeah, we lost a lot.
Yeah. Okay, at least...
Oh, look at the cool Roman
city's
clothes.
mine. Wait, I killed both of their armies. I thought... I don't know. Yeah. It wasn't...
Did we kill
that
everybody
hard.
completely?
Yeah.
We left such few troops. That
Loot and occupy. Sack, no. Occupy. Raise. Just occupy.
What does subjugate do again? I ask this every episode.
What does what?
Subjugate do?
It makes like a vassal state.
But you're not directly in control of it? They just
No,
pay
yeah.
taxes to you?
They pay taxes to you and stuff like that. Available generals. God, I lost my... I liked him.
Oh, our general.
Yeah, fighter.
Hashtag never forget.
Master planner. What do you think's better? Fighter or master planner?
Master, come on, he's a general.
Yeah, but these are barbaric tribes. They like...
what about the marksman? What does he do?
Units,
Okay, so-
missile units. Oh. Godwine. Oh, I like his... Wine? Godwine. I like his name.
Wine, the other guy's wine. He's
Yeah.
straight up in red wall. Oh, get out of here, red wall. No, I'm not just kidding. I want to see how good he is.
I think I'm gonna put Godwine.
Marksman. I want to see master planner.
I really like
What are missile units?
missile units, like archers and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay. Cunning. What does?
They grant you some upgrades in battle.
All right, and the other guy, first guy.
The other guy is fighter. There's more experience
Melee
for
unit.
melee unit.
I think archer we should do.
Okay, yeah.
Our archers are pretty good.
We've got mission succeed. Oh, I got money. That's good. Oh, I really didn't lose that much. I lost a lot of people, but not a lot of units. Killed in battle and commanding. Yeah, you were a good. You were a good leader.
He died almost.
We will
immediately,
miss
though,
you.
Thanks to you. He literally got dead in our stupid move of moving everybody to the side. If the city would have conquered it, we would have conquered it.
At least
quickly.
I have conquered here, and now I can trade with some nations. They are here, like the Caledonians.
What about the Franks? We wanted to do stuff with the Franks again, remember?
Oh yeah, but they're not friendly. I tried the start of this round. They're not as friendly.
This round?
They're gonna be better next round.
Okay. Cool. Winter. How does that work again? Because I know the seasons.
Maybe they'll accept it if I try again. Moderate and no.
How does it work again? If you
What?
if you have what's it called?
Oh, what?
With different seasons like winter and stuff.
What do you mean?
Like in the winter, is it harder for your people to walk around to get from place to place?
Yeah, you lose troops in winter. Oh wait, that wasn't really an empire. That was just one region. Oh, I thought it was like.
Still don't know why it was Roman though. Weird.
Okay, the others are.
Did you check if they were just Romans but living on the place called Britain? Because it said Britain.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go north next time and attack these, and after I'll attack the Picts because they're powerful here.
They have 3 cities.
Yeah, they have 1, 2, 3. No, these are they're Picts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I can ally them. I don't know. Where are the Picts? Where are the Picts here? Legions, Picts here. What? Why? Cannot trade a sea route from there. What's not sea route? I'm right beside them. What the hell?
That's not the Romans anymore?
Oh, the Abdanians are sort of friendly towards us.
Why can't someone?
What I think I'm gonna do is get a small army and just raid some coastal villages in the Roman Empire here.
But we're gonna have to create another army or something?
No, I already have one here.
Yeah. I think the reason we lost so much money right now is because of
we've been recording for a lot of time now. Yeah, 1 hour just.
We got a lot of.
I think we managed to do the objective of this podcast. So I'm probably going to post it on SoundCloud as well. But the last part, I think we focused a lot on the game, and it wouldn't make. I don't know. I might post it, I might not. Whatever. And I think I should focus a little bit more on paying attention on the game while still paying attention on the talk because I got lost. I got lost a little bit there, but I think that's just something I'll have to work on and get better at time. But you have anything else to say?
Nothing at all.
So thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. But more importantly, leave a comment in the comments down below saying how I could improve, because I want to improve and get better content for you guys. And this was Matt.